Let me set up this stream. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope my sound and everything's working. Should be. I'm not gonna check it. Just gonna play it risky. But yeah, so this stream, I'm gonna be researching fine-tuning versus RAG, retrieval. What is this? Retrieval augmented generation. Probably should put that there. Retrieval augmented generation. So, what is fine-tuning? It's like taking a foundation model and doing some additional training on top of it for it to behave like you want it. From my understanding, this is normally only like the last layer that's tuned. I could be wrong. Let's research that. Or is that just LoRa? There's different ways to fine-tune as well. Fine-tuning is a supervised learning process where you use a dataset of labeled examples to update the weights of LLM. Okay, maybe it isn't just to improve its ability for specific tasks. Maybe it's not just the last row. Maybe that's just LoRa. Use Perplexity. Perplexity is a great tool for research. Let's ask it. Does fine-tuning LLMs only change the last layer? Yo, what's up? Cool name. Hi. Afterwards, will you be posting this as a video? Yes. What's up? If you check out my live tab on YouTube, you can see all my past streams. I keep them up. So they'll all be there. Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes I do edit them to make them easier to view, but otherwise, yeah, you can see all the past streams in the live tab, unedited. Awesome, Harshveer, you've been learning a lot. Awesome, I'm so happy to hear that. What have you learned? What's your favorite topic? So fine-tuning involves adjusting the model parameters with a task-specific data while maintaining its original training knowledge. The common practice is to only update the last 1 or 2 layers. Okay, so that's common, but it's not necessarily the last layers that keep changing. Because the more you change, the more worse it could potentially make the model. So that's definitely a concern. So I think typically people just try to change only the last 1 or 2 layers of a language model when fine-tuning it. There's different approaches such as adding new layers and training only those. The general consensus is that only the last few layers are usually modified. So let's ask, what are the different ways to fine-tune? Harshveer says they like agents. Yes, I love agents as well. Chaos items. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Perfection, excited for this. Are you going to cover knowledge graph based retrieval and other cool things? Yes, for sure. We'll check. I'm going to try to go as far and deep as I can, branch out as much as I can. Yeah, good thing. Knowledge based, best RAG tool, knowledge graphs. Is that what you said? Yeah. What are knowledge graphs? How do they fit into the whole thing? I think it's a part of the RAG, but I don't know. We'll find out. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about this. I think this is a topic a lot of people are curious about because they have all this large amounts of data, but they don't know, should they be fine-tuning a model? Should they use a RAG system? Let's answer all these questions on the stream today, hopefully. Harshveer says, I've been working on an independent research with agents from scratch, multi-model agents. Awesome. Access systems. Ah, yes, of course. Okay, so what are the different ways to fine-tune? There's PEFT, full parameter efficient fine-tuning. I've heard of this. Oh, this is kind of LoRa falls into PEFT. Okay. What are the ways one we'll go fine-tuning methods. Peft. So we have LoRa in Peft. Aims to reduce the number of parameters that need to be updated. So LoRa, I'm pretty sure only makes delta weights, which can be applied onto the foundation model. So you can have different LoRa's for the same foundation model, and they only store like the change in what these weights are. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll give a little background into, no, it's all right. So yeah, maybe I should. So LLMs are pretty much like layers of numbers, like a big matrices of numbers. So kind of like, should I draw this? There's probably like a picture. Images, let's go LLM matrix of weights. I want there to be a good, I mean, kind of like this. Kind of like just like a grid of numbers. Yeah, like this. And then, so like this is the data of the whole LLM. Like every model is like a whole bunch of numbers. It can be, I think it can be multi-dimensional. Let's Google that as well. How many dimensions in an LLM? Weights. We've lost Perplexity. How many dimensions are in an LLM weights? Is it always 2D? Because this matrix looks like it's only 2-dimensional. LLM weights aren't always 2D. The dimensionality of the weights can be vary based on the specific architecture. For instance, in the context of T-few vectors. What about in standard models like GPT? Yo, Panic Attack, how you doing? Not always 2D. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. But I guess it's easier to understand if they are 2D. You don't always understand what I'm doing, but you want to support. Thanks, Panic. Yeah, this is like pretty technical right now. But I'm trying to like explain it in a way that won't be technical. But we do have to do the research. So the weights are, you know, numbers, like floating point numbers. And fine tuning normally only changes the last layer. So if you kind of think of this as layers, the last layer is like the last step before something is outputted. So it kind of has the most effect on how something will come out. So it is like kind of the most effective in fine tuning. Whereas keeping all the initial layers, and the initial layers can kind of be thought about the thinking process that happens before something is outputted. This is very like abstract, obviously, but yeah, I think that's a good way to think about it. So normally, like when someone comes to me with this question about adding new knowledge to a model, I normally, and what I've read is that like a RAG system is typically the way to go about it, and fine tuning is better for like kind of changing the style of output, or like fine tuning for a specific case, but it's not really effective in adding new data and knowledge to an LLM. Yeah, so let's look at some of these other fine tuning methods. A full fine tune is trained on dataset containing examples of input and output for the specific task. This approach is recommended for achieving the best possible performance, but may require more resources. Okay, so there's a full fine tune. Repurposing involves using an LLM for a task that is different from the one it was originally trained for. It's kind of the same as a full fine tune. Okay. And then maybe we can also ask what is RAG, and then what is RAG, and get Perplexity give us a nice outcome. What's up says your accent is so cool and understandable. Is it a hybrid? Yeah, it is a hybrid. I'm in Australia, so I should have an Australian accent, but I kind of do have more of an American accent a lot of the time. Yeah. So it's not really like a specific region that speaks my accent, but a specific culture, I guess. People raised in Australia, but like, you know, I blame a lot of TV and rap music for my Americanisms, but yeah, it's a bit of a mixture for sure. So RAG is a framework for enhancing the accuracy and reliability of LLMs by retrieving facts from external knowledge base, provide up-to-date verifiable information. That sounds like a really simple way to explain it. I don't know why they showed these pictures. Oh, because there's a RAG or rugs. What are some typical methods for RAG? I think we might have to do our own research. Perplexity might. Connecting, external sites, prompt engineering, updating, building the user trust. Didn't mention anything about knowledge graphs. Okay, we're gonna move off Perplexity for now and try to get some more less curated data. I saw this article that I think I'll go through. This one by Arthur Haponik from Adepto. RAG versus fine-tuning, a comparative analysis of LLM learning techniques. Let's see what we can gather from this. Large language models capabilities are well despite their great potential not meet your specific needs out of the box. Therefore, it's necessary to enable LLMs to specialize in specific domains. Techniques employed to enhance these, two of them is RAG and fine-tuning. This post will provide an in-depth review of RAG versus fine-tuning, shedding light on the strengths and weaknesses of both LLM learning techniques and their overall impact on the performance and functionality of large language models. What's Up says the OpenAI presentation video is really good from Dev Day and is exactly about this but goes into cool details. Oh, really? I got in trouble for showing OpenAI video on YouTube before, but if there's an article on it, there might be an article from it. Yeah, we'll do more research after this article, but let's just go through this one first. Retrieval models are good at searching vast external knowledge bases and finding relevant information. Yes, so from what I understand, RAGs a lot of the time use a vector database. So they embed the knowledge in a way that it's easier to kind of query a specific vector and get only the relevant information from like a vast amount of information. You must start by inserting the internal data set, then creating vectors from it, and finally store these vectors in a vector database. So we can kind of put that here. Embed knowledge base and store in vector database. So is a vector database the same as a knowledge graph? Maybe we could just keep Perplexity open and ask it these kind of questions. Is a vector database same as a knowledge graph? A vector database and a knowledge graph are not the same. A knowledge graph focuses on capturing complex relationships and semantic meanings between the entities, On the other hand, a vector database focuses on vector-based similarity searches and represents data using a numerical representation, offering support for more complex operations and queries based on vector distances or similarities. While both databases can add value, the choice between them depends on the specific use case. Okay, interesting. So they're not exactly the same. But they sound very similar. So it's further research to be done upon that. And then, so once we have the vector database, the user can query the vector database well, from, like, I guess, so they query the large language model, and then the model should query the database, yes, right? The retrieval component, LLM activates its retrieval component. This component basically scans the vector database, like Wikipedia web pages, to find retrieved documents or chunks of information that is semantically similar to the user input or query. These chunks of relative information are then used to give context to the large language model, enabling it to develop a more accurate, informative, and context-aware response. Knowledge representation. In this step, the retrieved documents are processed and converted into a format understandable to the LLM. This may involve creating summaries, extracting key sentences, or even generating other representations to help capture the important information. Okay. Overall, RAG is useful in application areas that require LLMs to base their response on large amount of documents specific to the application's context. That said, here are some of the most popular RAG use cases. So chatbots with technical support, yeah, so you can set up your own chatbot that can read your technical documents and manuals and answer questions from your customers. Language translation, oh really? RAG helps improve language translation by considering the context element in an external knowledge base. By considering specific terminology and domain knowledge, this advanced approach leads to more accurate language translations. Interesting. Medical research. RAG-powered systems provide access to up-to-date medical documents, clinical research, educational tools. Adopting RAG in LLM learning has significantly improved the education tools available to students. Thanks to this technique, students can now access answers, explanations, and additional context based on various study materials. This leads to effective learning and comprehension in learning institutions. Legal research, yeah, having all the legal documents ready on hand, I think would definitely help. Benefits of RAG: improved accuracy, reduced hallucinations, adaptability to new data, interpretability, and transparency. By using RAG techniques, the source of an LLM's answer can be identified. Yeah, so it can give sources, which is really good. That's kind of how Perplexity works. You can see every time it mentions something, it gives the sources that it generated the answer from. Cost effectiveness. Unlike other LLM techniques that require large amounts of labeled data, RAG can achieve high performance with less labeled data. Yep. Fine-tuning, how fine-tuning works. You can pre-train an LLM. You must have a pre-trained LLM to fine-tune, of course. Then you prepare the task-specific data, reprocess the data to make it higher quality, I guess. There you go, once you're done, identify and correct any errors in your dataset. Yep. What's up says, so Perplexity is using RAG, I guess. Well, it's definitely using web browsing, but I don't think it's like embedded all the web browsing stuff in like a knowledge vector database or knowledge graph. I'm not sure. Maybe we could search. It is technically still a retrieval system, but like I doubt that it's made a knowledge graph of every single web address. You know what I mean? I think it does like a Google search type thing. Does Perplexity use a vector database or knowledge graph? Perplexity's Copilot. I'm not sure if they have information on how it works though. Oh, wait, you're right. I'm curious what Perplexity would say, whether it's RAG to an extent, like maybe internet counts as a knowledge base. Yeah, it definitely counts, but my question is like, do they store some kind of embedding or vectorization of the internet? Or is it just API calls kind of linked? So how ChatGPT's browser, I'm pretty sure, works is like, you can kind of see it under the hood. So if you use GPT-4, you can be like, search for the latest news about the Ukraine war. You can I'm pretty sure ChatGPT exposes the exact search it does, and then it can like then it can choose. Yeah, see, it shows you this is the search it does, and then it scrapes the search results and summarizes them. And it also knows the source because, you know, the link is from the search results. But nothing in that was actually from a vector database. So I'm pretty sure Perplexity works in a similar way. Oh, I know that Owen Colgrove's Sci-Fi uses some sort of database of many types of articles, and it's like Perplexity, including a giant Wikipedia database. It even shows a vector similarity percentage on it. Oh, wow, that's awesome. I don't think I've heard of that. Colgrove Sci-Fi, let's check that out. Introducing Sci-Fi. An up-and-coming open source framework. The mission is simple: creation of high-quality synthetic datasets. It's just a dataset? Did they have like a web app or something? I'd really like to see that similarities thing you're talking about. They have a web app. Where can we find it? Nothing on their GitHub. Sci-Fi web app. Oh, this? Orwith? I don't know if that's it. Sci-Fi. Can't find it, bro. Not that? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. I think we're pretty much at the end of this document. Oh yeah. Prepare the data, process the data, adjust the layers. A pre-trained LLM is usually made up of different layers, each responsible for extracting various parts of the input data. When fine-tuning a pre-trained LLM, some layers are not updated during the training process. Such layers represent general knowledge and should remain unchanged. On the other hand, the top layers are modified based on task-specific data. This allows a large language model to adapt its knowledge for the desired task. Once you've loaded the pre-trained model, you need to decide on the parameters for fine-tuning. These parameters may include learning rate, batch size, regularization techniques, and a number of epochs based on domain knowledge. Adjusting these parameters is important for achieving your model's best performance. Train the model, evaluate the performance, iterate, and deploy. So the use cases for fine-tuning can be sentiment analysis. Although pre-trained LLMs can understand human language quite well, they don't always do a great job at analyzing the tone and sentiment. Fine-tuning an LLM can help improve its capabilities in determining the attitude and emotion. Named entity recognition. A generic LLM is more likely to stumble when it encounters specialized vocabulary in a domain-specific text. On the other hand, fine-tuning will allow an LLM to easily recognize specialized entities such as legal jargon or even specialized medical terms, thus improving its named entity recognition capabilities. An LLM with NER capabilities can easily identify and categorize elements such as names, places, and dates. Oh, I should probably use this here. When to use which. RAG. Let's go back up. Chatbots, technical support. Getting up-to-date data. Getting referencing and sourcing specific data from a knowledge base. That's kind of what RAG's for. And then fine tuning is good for sentiment analysis. Named entity recognition, jargon, nouns, personalized content recommendation, providing content suggestions that match a customer's specific needs and creating a sense of personalization and makes the customer feel understood and values. This is particularly important when it comes to news and entertainment content. Unfortunately, news and entertainment companies cannot rely on generic LLMs to recommend personalized content to the user. This is because such models may recommend content based on general popularity instead of a customer's preference. By fine-tuning a pre-trained LLM, you can make it better suited to analyze and understand the customer's unique preference and needs. This ensures that the model only suggests entertainment content, news articles that tightly align with their preferences. Really? That seems expensive, but I could be wrong. Like, does that mean personalizing content for every user? What's up says, I know a huge part is that RAG is known for being the way to impart knowledge. Yes. So is in-context learning by adding info into the context window. Yes. Fine-tuning is for responding in a certain style and way. Yes, that's exactly my understanding as well. But yeah, I just want to get some more specifics on that. Find the costs of fine-tuning and like some use cases of it. LLM learning, fine-tuning versus RAG. Generally, RAG performs exceptionally well in dynamic settings because it regularly requests the most recent data from external knowledge base without the need for frequent retraining. This ensures that the information generated by RAG-powered models is always up to date. In contrast, fine-tuned models are static snapshots. Yep. Architecture. I guess we could say that. RAG up to date. Knowledge, static snapshot of, I guess, yeah, static snapshot. Training that out, RAGs often rely on architecture. RAG-powered LLMs have a hybrid architecture that combine a transformer-based model with an external knowledge base. Such a base allows you to efficiently retrieve relevant information. On the other hand, fine-tuning often begins with a pre-trained LLMs further. Okay, that's just what their architecture is. Training data, RAG often relies on a combination of supervised and labeled data that demonstrate how to properly retrieve and utilize relevant and external information. This explains why RAG-powered models can easily handle both retrieval and generation. In contrast, fine-tuned LLMs are trained using task-specific dataset that mostly comprises of labeled examples that match a desired task. Fine-tuned models are adapted to perform various NLP tasks but aren't built for information retrieval. So yeah, you can change like writing style with fine-tuning, but not so much with RAG. Nuances, terminologies, or even tones. Yeah. Hallucinations. RAG is less prone to hallucinations. Yo, Clouds in Oakland, how you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, I'm just doing a whole bunch of research on RAG versus fine tuning, or I guess RAG and fine tuning, their like strengths, how they work, when to use which. Although RAG excels in generating up-to-date responses and minimizing the risk of hallucinations, its accuracy may vary based on the domain or task at hand. On the other hand, fine-tuning focuses on enhancing a model's domain-specific understanding, which often leads to more accurate responses and predictions. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now I wanted to answer some specific questions, like how big of a database how big of a knowledge base can we use with a RAG system? I wonder if we're able to query that. Or like some specific fine-tuning, like success stories, a specific RAG, or the best RAG tools. That's kind of something I wanted to do now. That's probably a really good one. Best RAG system or best RAG framework, best RAG tool. 4 months ago, question on Local Llama, which is my favorite local LLM subreddit. When was this? All right, let's have a look at that one. I think it looks like I've seen it before. Starting out as a LangChain fan, but I do my own implementations now. LangChain is great for getting started, but that's like, I want a no-code kind of system. No-code RAG system. 4 months ago, 1 month ago. No-code RAG by Stan. Using GPT-4 and AWS Bedrock Knowledge Base. Oh, I hate Medium articles, bro. No-code RAG configuration pipeline. Honestly, the best one that I've tried is just OpenAI's assistant. But I'm sure there's something better. Like there's Chat with PDF, right? I think that's like the most popular. Damn, there's so many. Chat PDF. How many documents can you upload with this? They don't say. No code RAG? Yes, that's definitely a tool people want. Can we Google that? No code RAG. I think we already did. No code AI builder from November. Oh, Llama Index, that's the one. I'm pretty sure it's Llama Index is the best RAG system. Data framework for LLM applications. Llama Index is a simple flexible data framework for connecting custom data sources to large language models. Yes, I think this is actually one of the best ones, and it's open source. Provides you with key tools to augment your LLM apps with data, connect existing data sources from APIs, PDF documents, SQL, to use with a large language model. It stores and indexes your data for different use cases. Yeah, okay. Pretty sure this is what we want. But I don't think it's no code, unfortunately. They provide a query interface, document QA. Oh, maybe it is no code. Unstructured data, structured data, semi-structured. Platform. Turn enterprise data into insights. Easy to set up. Okay, I don't know if they have a hosted platform. They have a Python framework, a TypeScript framework, Llama Hub. Get your applications rolling in no time. PDF. Okay, this isn't no code. But I think this is the best tool. It isn't no code, but I think Llama Index is the kind of the best tool. Look at all these integrations they have. Pretty much anything you want. Llama index, GPT index. Is it Llama index TS? Okay. They have a separate GitHub for the TypeScript version. Have a look at their example usage. Import Llama index, vector store, simple directory reader. Then how do they query it? To query your question, you just give it a basic text question and it queries the whole source. So that's pretty good. Probably the best open source heaps of integrations, not requires coding. Now here's a startup idea. It should be someone should just create a no-code like platform on top of Llama Index. Probably exists. No-code Llama Index. Create a Llama Index app, no-code tool. Let's have a look at this video. Yo, thanks for sharing it live, Clouds.
Hello everyone, welcome to AI Anytime channel. In this video, we are going to look at Create Llama, which is a command line tool to create Llama Index apps. If you don't know what Llama Index is, it is an orchestration framework that helps you build LLM-powered applications.
Awesome. This guy has a lot of cool videos and topics that I'd be interested in. So
now there are a lot of alternatives of Llama Index. For example, LangChain being one of their competitor when it comes to orchestration frameworks. We have Haystack, we have Semantic Kernel, we have Griptape, etc. as well. Now you can see that Create Llama is available as here, as we can see it on npm, which is Node.
Oh, Create Llama. So they give you a whole web app you could use.
Package manager, and we're gonna use this today in this video to build a very simple and very fast prototypes of RAG, retrieval augmented generation. Now it helps you build POCs faster, and it also is very good in a way that you do not have to write a hell lot of code because you might not be an AI engineer or a data scientist, right? In that case, if you do not really understand, and if you think that there are so many things going on, you can use this to build a fast POC or a demo application, because I'm not going to rely on this document. And decisions that they make, if in the use case can be, there can be multiple use cases, right? One of the use cases can be, if there is any training going to this kind of question.
Damn, and this is the UI once you get it running.
For the first time, it will take a bit of time, to retrieve the information, but for the second time onward, it is faster. You can see it says VAR stands for Video Assistant Referee. It's streaming responses, guys. It gives you a very human-like response, which is concised in.
So someone could set this up for a client pretty easily. Like it's like low code. It's not no code, but it's low code. So what you do is you just clone the project. And then how do you upload your data? Using your data, you have a folder called data. The app will ingest any supported files. It supports PDF, text, CSV, Markdown, Word, and HTML. Before you run your data, you do npm run generate, and that will probably ingest all the data and vectorize it. And then you can just run the front end. And you probably deploy that, I'd assume. That is very cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to add that. Create Llama low code. Why is my thing bold? Low code solution to create a RAG application. Do they not say anything about what LLM it uses though, which is interesting. Oh, here, customizing the LLM. Default uses 3.5 Turbo OpenAI. but you can use GPT-4. Okay, so what if you can also replace OpenAI with a dozen other supported LLMs? Yes. Okay, so excellent. You can use whatever that Llama Index works with, and pretty much anything. And pretty sure if you're using the OpenAI, let's have a look at their code. OpenAI thing, you can just change the base path if you want to use like a local hosted one as well. Base.ts. Yeah. Open. Maybe. Let me just llama index base path URL. Base URL. Yeah, you can just put that as a parameter, probably base URL. Yeah, you can point that to something you're hosting yourself. Awesome. That's really cool. Let's try find maybe another no code one. What's this? No code rag with ChatGPT and llama index. Okay. There are several tools. Read the full article here. My go-to platform is Forefront AI. I don't know what this is. You can also upload documents in Big AGI, which is one of my favorite kind of UIs for chatting with like any model online. You can just upload any document here, but I'm not sure if I don't think they vectorize it and work like a real lag. Yo, CC, is that Google INE? Is that the Google one? This? No, this is open source. The Google one was called Bard, but now they've changed it to Gemini, which I haven't seen their new UI. Let's have a look. Gemini.com? Hold up, Gemini.com. Nope, definitely not that. Maybe it is still at bard.google.com. Let's have a look. Okay, so now it's gemini.google.com. Did they have Gemini Ultra? Oh, you gotta pay for Gemini Advanced. I think it's $20 a month. Oh, it's free for the first 2 months. That's pretty good. If you upgrade your Google One plan. Huh. Interesting. How good is the open source one? Yeah, I think it's great. You can use any model with it. You can still use GPT-4 and stuff. In fact, you kind of have to use some model with it. It doesn't provide a model by itself. You need to configure a model, but you can use pretty much any model you want. OpenAI, Local AI, Gemini, OpenRouter, Anthropic, Mistral, whatever. But it just gives you like the really nice interface, so you can do chats with it. You can split the chat. How do you split the chat? You can split the chat, have 2 separate chats, send it to both. You can have different personas. You can upload documents, pictures. You can call the thing. Can you run it on your own cloud? Yeah, it's completely open source. So if you just go to their GitHub here, you can clone it and run it locally, run it on your own cloud, do whatever you want with it. It's Enrico Russ Big AGI. Yeah. So I think Llama Index is good. Still kind of want to find a no-code RAG solution. Maybe we'll look at this one from Matthew Berman.
Today we're going to create an agent that allows you to chat with any one of my videos. OpenAI's custom GPTs just came out, and that's their version of agents, and it's pretty awesome, but it's also limited in a lot of ways. So today I'm going to be talking about a service called Mind Studio by UAI, and it allows you to do a lot of the same stuff, but also so much more. And so that's what we're going to be using today, and they're also the sponsor of today's video. So let me show you how to use it. Let's go. So this is UAI, UAI.ai. It is free to get started to create.
Okay, I mean, Matthew Berman's pretty reliable. I trust his opinion. So I guess this could be using RAGs. For your own data, using RAGs, yep. Okay. Mind Studio by UAI. Mind Studio, no code, UAI.com. Those are those options here. Now, can it query from large data? Like, what's the limit? I think so. I feel like you can just put gigabytes of data in this. Clips blocking my links, but try this. Oh, damn. What's up? Join my Discord. Chuck the link in the Discord. I'll have a look at it. Kalishnikov, what's up? Good night from Mexico. I see your transmission from my work. Cool. Good to see you again, Kalishnikov. What's the cost? No, it has to be unlimited. The cost will be insane. Has to be limited, otherwise the cost will be insane. Unlimited messages, unlimited consumer use. Embed on your site. Charge for access. They don't really say the cost on data. Have a look at their documentation. Like, how much data can we upload in a RAG system? Data source, add files. I don't think they say. Search, you can string together retriever's response on Google, but keep the quotation marks. It will show you a Twitter post with llama index. I'll try in Discord. Alright, let me have a look. This one? Want to build high quality RAG in no code? Try our brand new integration powered by llamaindex.ts. You can string together retrievers, response synthesizers, query and chat engines in a drag and drop manner. Wow. Yeah, sure this is no code, but it's still pretty like annoying to set up versus, you know, I feel like that Mind Studio, you kind of just upload your data and you're off. Still pretty cool though. What's this? Flowise. Oh yeah, Flowise is awesome. But Flowise isn't no code either. You have to download their, you have to like, it's low code. It's not no code. Look, you still have to do npm install, all that. So yeah, it's low code. But yeah, Flowise is a great low code app builder for sure. I'm gonna see if I can Google like how much data is a RAG system efficient in Reddit. Did Kalishnikov say something I missed? No, it's all good. I saw him. You good? What's up? Are you gonna share that document by any chance? This one? Yeah, I can share it. Where should I put it? Share, publish, copy. I'll put it in the YouTube description. So if you go on my live video on YouTube, I'll put it in there. YouTube. I can also put it in my Discord if you want. No worries. The doc. Yeah, it's in my YouTube description, and I'll just edit this. Oh, I can't edit that. That's from. I'll reply to it. Cool. No worries, CC. I'm not sure if we'll be able to answer that one. So RAG, long text document, 1,000 pages. I've been looking into RAG. Most off-the-shelf seem do not care what your data looks like and provides out-of-the-box solution. Successfully created a local. Whoa! I didn't know SQLite could make a vector database. Langdroid has doc chat agent. This is still very codey. I'm probably just gonna read every single thread here. Hi, I'm trying to understand all this stuff. Why do we need embeddings? What's so difficult? Okay, don't really care about that. RAG is seemingly cheap. Sorry, I can't find it. My YouTube, it's TechFriend. Is it not there? Sorry, TechFriend. TECHFREN. If you go to the live tab, researching fine tuning. More. Yeah, the doc. It's here. Live tab. It's here in the description. In between the Instagram and the hashtags. Can you not see it? Should be there. Let me know if you can't see it. But yeah, it should be here. You basically talk your own documents. Several downsides to RAG. You need a paid service to know. This guy doesn't know what he's on about. There's a learning curve. Okay, I think this is too old. We need something from like 1 month ago. When to use knowledge graphs over text data for RAG. Okay, this is a good question. Sources on building knowledge graphs. Depends on specific requirement. Thanks, it looked longer on screen. Yeah, it just truncates on YouTube. Many documents reveal significant limitations. The OpenAI RAG system struggled with multiple documents. I noticed something similar. CC, thanks for the follow. Your doc GPT. My current solution. I don't know. Probably won't just trust some random link on Reddit to be fair, but do they have information about capabilities and like how many documents you can upload? Not really. They do not. Ooh, AI for Biz. Only 20 members. It's a big ass article. It's great. I found your page. Great. I'm glad you like it, Cece. I know this isn't for everyone. It's probably boring for most people, but like the people that do like it, yeah, this is for you. The technical nerds. Serious rag question. Okay. Best strategies for managing context. Cognitive agent approach. What's this? That's a big ass document. Upload the data in chunks of sentences and overlap. The overlap helps the model see their relationship on retrieval. Timestamping. For my entry IDs in my database, I use a function that generates an ISO format timestamp. The likelihood of an LLM recognizing the timestamp is extremely high because of the standardized format. When I retrieve the database similarity search, I always add the timestamp to the front of the text, clearly indicated using plain text. Clear formatting of data. In addition to a standardized timestamp format, you need to remember that this is a text prediction model, not a Vulcan Science Academy student. Database retrieval chunks need to be written in such a way that the format is clear. Entry, timestamp, assistant, told me he hates rice. I don't like rice. Historical archive, entries are as follows. Entry, timestamp, speaker, content. Below is an instruction that describes a task. Write a prompt, completes a task. Okay. Advanced rag. Fuck, so many posts. Way too bloated. Is that an ML that can do the cleaning for you? Yeah, I mean ChatGPT could probably do it. Oh, I just realized this doesn't see all of the text. To rag or not to rag? Alright, I'm getting tired of this rag. Let's move on. I kind of wanted to see fine-tuning success stories. So, yeah. Fine-tuning success story. Anything? Fine-tuning success stories. And cost. That's what I want to know. AI-powered career exploration app. I think I've seen this post. Executive guide to fine-tuning language models. I fine-tune GPT so you don't have to. I have a chatbot. So the news came out. Fine-tuning GPT. More than 500 records. After $20 and 1 hour of fine-tuning, I got an email saying that the model was ready. They realized that, yeah, they tried to add knowledge with fine-tuning, but it didn't work. I think we've already noticed that. Let's see what other people have said. Like, actually the uncensored models, that was one question. Uncensored model fine-tune method. Like, how do they do it? How much would it cost? Is that stuff online? Is there a paper on that? Like the dolphin model. Dolphin model paper. Dolphin llama model paper. Dolphin llama. Is this it? Eric Hartford. Dolphin. Today I'm announcing Dolphin uncensored model. Great. Dataset is here. Great. They even uploaded the dataset. Whoa, does that mean this dataset has like illegal stuff? Write the next sentence in this paragraph. How to ease muscle pain. Remove the spaces. Write a sentence on English. Very interesting. Like, how do you so they've taken llama and they've fine-tuned it to be uncensored, but like, how do they do it? Let's find out. This is pretty awesome stuff. I realize what I'm actually. Might not really. Oh my god. Giggle Stick, hello. How you doing? Long time no see. Good to see you back. What's happening? We're just researching how people fine tune and use RAG. They've shown their data set, and then they use LoRa. Cluxy, I have a chatbot AI assignment in 2 months. Do you teach AI on your YouTube? Yeah, sporadically, somewhat. I hope it helps you. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube teaching AI stuff, but not really how to make a chatbot per se, but that should be pretty easy if you can still use like OpenAI's API. Google Stick doing well, just doing SQL work, data pipelines. Ooh, interesting. What's up? I know some of his and others' newest models like fine-tune it using DAPO targeted and teaching it to not refuse answers. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought. It's like, I thought, because someone asked me like, okay, if you're fine-tuning, but fine-tuning doesn't add new knowledge, how do you explain these uncensored models? And they were assuming like they just add all this like illegal data, dark web data on the uncensored model. And I was like, oh, I think it's more like they already have all this illegal knowledge, but they kind of fine-tune it so that they don't respond saying, sorry, I can't help you with that, that's against my policy, which is something that, so they're like undoing all of OpenAI's kind of, well, Meta in this case is fine-tuning to make it more safe. But then the more I thought about it, I'm like, surely that's like, surely the OpenAI didn't fine-tune, like didn't train on like a lot of dark web and bad stuff, but I don't know. So I'm trying to get the actual right answer. DAPO enables learning from pi theta, learning pi theta from a fixed data set of preferences without fitting an explicit reward function or sampling from the policy and loop training. Direct preference optimization. Oh, I've heard about that actually. Might read this one later. I'm just trying to see if they show any of their costs of this training. They don't. Like, how much did Dolphin cost to fine tune? I really want to know what the cost of these fine tunes are. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing on this. What about Orca? I think there was a paper on Orca. Orca model fine-tune paper arc civ. I always forget how to spell that. Cost to fine tune. I think they just scrape the internet, so you have how remove, and you have how remove the permissions. Eric used to do full fine tune. See Dolphin Llama 13B from months back. He started doing LoRa once the model started improving so much it didn't make sense to spend that kind of money. Eric Hart for dollars cost. Come on, give me dollars cost. Oh, awesome. Is this actually his Reddit? How much will the training be for a Llama 2? 13B costs 10,000, 70B costs 100,000 roughly. Okay, great. So funny how we found that information. Like, do you think in the future Perplexity would be able to, like, if I ask Perplexity, it's like so unlikely that it would be able to find this comment, right? How much did it cost to tune Dolphin Llama Dolphin 13B? Yeah. It's very unlikely. When was this? This was 7 months ago. But this is, yeah, exactly. This is like before Laura, probably, right? Like, he doesn't mention anything about Laura. The Hughes research, a mixture of Laura's, has been known for months and only once implemented last week. Yeah, it was very new at that time. Full weights, yeah. Full weights. Full weights, not Laura. Have you tested Gemini Ultra yet? Curious if it held up the tests. No, I have to pay $20 to try it, so I haven't even bothered. Can you add a source priority system? Source priority system for a RAG? Yeah, definitely. Normally the RAG systems combine all the sources in one thing though. Right? Oh, actually I don't know how it works. But theoretically, I don't see why you couldn't have a priority of, like, you know, check this source first, then check that source. WhatsApp says, yeah, I need a search engine, they'll be able to find it. I'm convinced eventually anonymous AI search agents will be able to find that one little comment. Yeah, definitely. If I can do it, an AI can do it. It's just they're not there yet, you know. Probably gonna put this source here. I actually knew this because I'm too obsessed with AI stuff and I follow Local Llama every day and I waste my days doing nothing other than looking up AI stuff. It's not a waste if you're learning, I think. I realized that I phrased that ambiguously. I'm not saying that you waste your days. I'm just saying, like, I'm obsessed with AI. Yeah. I think for good reason, man. This is such an exciting piece of technology. I personally love technology and I don't think it's ever a waste to, like, research something like this. Like, yeah. Compared to what I used to be doing, which is like playing video games for hours, this is much better use of my time. If they had added YouTube Premium as a bundle, that'd be amazing. Yeah, they don't have YouTube Premium, but they have Google One. So it's pretty good. You get like 2 terabytes of Google One, which is something that I might get in the future. I already have the basic Google plan. But yeah, to get Gemini Advanced, you need... I mean, you pay 32 Australian, but I'm pretty sure it's 20 American. 2 gigabytes of storage. And then you also get Gemini in Gmail and Docs and more, apparently. That's actually kind of a game changer for a lot of people. Maybe. 10% back from Google Store. That's pretty cool. You in Australia? Yes, sir. Can you follow users on Reddit? I think you can. I follow Eric. Also on Twitter. This guy looks familiar. I feel like I've seen him somewhere. I love it. He's got his Bitcoin address. Like, give me money. Lipo. List-wise preference optimization for learning to rank. Okay, do I have another question? Methods. Yeah, we kind of had that already, right? In here. Pef Laura full fine tune. Dolphin Uncensored llama. Okay, let's find a success story with LoRa. LoRa fine-tune cost. Maybe, hold on. I was convinced everyone in Oz hates tech. No. Yeah, definitely way more satisfying than video games, which was kind of depressing. For me, it was Instagram, which is life draining. Yeah, I still kind of watch TikTok a lot, but I'm trying to cut down on that too. Kalishnikov says, I want to be a programmer. Is 25 years too late? No, definitely not. Definitely not too late. It's never too late. 25 is so young, dude. People make career changes at like 40 and stuff. Even later. How I got fine-tuning Mistral to not suck. Let's see. We're right up here. Onslough has taken pretty much all my pain away from fine-tuning 7B models. Yeah, a lot of people saying Onslough is kind of like the best fine-tuning framework. We made text fine-tuning. Oh, this is not even Onslough. Onslough success Reddit. Let's see. I want to hear someone's review about using Onslough. You're in Melbourne? Oh, cool, CC. There's a really good AI scene in Sydney. I'm not sure about Melbourne, but there's Build Club Sydney, which is really good. Surprised no one suggested RAG in this thread. What are some popular fine-tuned models? Vicuña, I think. Or actually Eric Hartford LoRa. Getting tired. Reddit. Dolphin Mixtral. Did he use LoRa for this? Doesn't say. If we find his page again, can we see what he's posted? Yes. Dolphin 4 months ago. I made updates. Doesn't say anything about LoRa. Do you watch AI Explained? Yes, I think so. Which one is that? I'm subscribed to so many YouTube channels. Oh no, I'm not subscribed to AXplain. I have seen his GPT-5 video. And Alpha Everywhere All at Once. That's about it. I've only seen those 2 videos. Is that one of your favorite ones? Could we search something by this? Is there a way to search from a user? Search post from user Reddit. Type the search terms into Reddit search. Okay, great. Laura, author, Falador. Okay. Comments. Laura will work on similar bases. Laura's work for Stable Diffusion because the models share an architecture. Oh, here it sounds people saying, why aren't Laura's big? There's no good place to share Laura's. It isn't easy to understand it. Laura's highly dependent on its original model. Training Laura's isn't well understood. Use cases aren't obvious. You need more data. Okay, interesting. So maybe Laura's aren't as cool as I thought. Full weights training is better than PEFT Laura. Okay. There we go, from the man himself. But more expensive and timely. Okay, that answers that question. Oh shit, how did that, whoa. AI Pornhub. Wow, okay. Damn, man, I did not click that on purpose. Hope no one saw that. And suddenly my views jump up on TikTok, of course. As soon as they see tits. Yeah. Alright guys, I think that concludes my research. If you want to see this document, it is in the description on my YouTube video. Appreciate all the follows on my YouTube. Subs. You can see all of my past YouTube videos in my live tab on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoy. CC Arts, have you seen the deepfake scam? Yes. If you guys haven't heard about it, someone used a deepfake to imitate, I think it was a boss or a CEO, called one of the employees and got them to transfer them $25 million, which is ridiculous, but yeah. Alright. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'm